Yay, you got another piece done.
Yeah.
I hesitate to ask you because I was 1 minute late. You may have already talked about how was your venue?
Which one?
Did you go
the
to
art festival?
Yes.
It was okay. It wasn't fabulous, but it was okay.
Yeah. You keep trying at that one, you said. You keep trying and you keep going.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I did just apply to the Main Street Fort Worth Art Festival this morning because I get that Zapplication that from Zapplication.com, that website that has all the art festivals on it to apply for, and I get like their weekly email. Main Street Fort Worth was on there. I'm like, definitely gonna apply. I don't know, that was so hard to get into. It's just it's just luck the first time. But
is that a booth that you have it?
It's
Main Street.
It's an art. Yeah, Main Street Fort Worth. It's an art festival in April in Fort Worth, yeah. And it's like one of the best art festivals in the country.
Really?
And so they get a ton of applications. And I got in once. I don't know if I was pulled off a wait list.
Why
I can't remember now, but
do they only have? Are all the people grandfathered in? Once they've been in, they are always in? Is that it?
No, and they like new people. That's why I've heard from a lot of artists that have gotten in once and never got in again because the jurors are different, and they just they get so many applications.
Really?
That it's just really hard to get into.
Which piece did you show them to represent your work?
Well, I have 4 pieces. So one of them was that last sheet painting.
Yeah.
And one of them was actually a Longhorn painting, my favorite Longhorn painting that I actually had there and sold there 3 years ago.
Yeah.
But I didn't have it in the juried images from that year.
Right.
So I put that in the juried images for this year. And then another one was the two Brahmin calves. One had his tongue out.
Yeah.
And one of my little fawns recently, because I like a nice different sizes. So I always like to put a small one in there too.
I can't believe you're not in every year.
Yeah. What's with that?
No, I mean, if you ever go to one of those art festivals that's top rated, I mean, sure, I'm pretty good, but I'm nowhere, there are thousands of artists in the world that are really good. And they're all trying to get into the Main Street Fort Worth Art Festival.
Really? That would be hard to travel there with all your paintings. If you were outside of Texas, if you were in Europe.
Well, I just paid for a booth in an art festival in where do I have one of those states with the long name? Minnesota? Yeah. No. But Minneapolis, near Minneapolis.
Yeah.
I have a workshop up there in October, and I was thinking, well, what else can I do? Because that's a long drive. That's like a 4-day drive. If I could do something else on the same trip, it'd make my travel more worthwhile. So I applied to this art festival that just happened to be right near Minneapolis.
Yeah.
The weekend before my my workshop, and I got in, and I'm like, I don't know. Sometimes you never know about. Sometimes you never know about art festivals that I can't find any real ratings about online anywhere. I mean, it looks like they're well organized, and their photos look good on their website. And the town is Red Wing. It's the Red Wing Fall Arts Festival in Red Wing, Minnesota, and I thought that name sounded familiar, and sure enough, it's the hometown of the Red Wing Boots and Shoes store.
Yeah.
And that's one of their tourist attractions in the town. I saw a photo of this huge giant boot inside of a store. But yeah, we'll see.
So it's got to be expensive because you have is it 2-day, 3-day? What is it?
It's a 2-day.
Are you staying overnight someplace?
It's only $350, but yeah, my main expense is going to be getting up there and back. But I'd be driving up anyway for the workshop or flying. But I just hate flying. Even if it's going to save me 6 days of travel to fly up and then fly back, I'd still rather drive.
Well, you can't
Because-
go to a festival without your art pieces. So you
No, I
can't
mean, if I was
buy.
just doing the workshop,
Okay.
if I was just doing the workshop, I'd still rather drive.
Wow.
I mean, I guess it would just depend on what's going on then, like what else I have. I don't know. So I'm going to be gone most of October. That's another thing I needed to say to all of you patrons on Patreon is that September is filling up with out of town weekend things, and October also. September and October, I'm going to be like not at home like more than half the month.
Wow.
So especially October, I'm going to be like on the road for 3 weeks. So I'm going to have to think about. I might think about having a couple of extra VOS days in August, and then publish them in like October
Oh.
to kind of fill in the gaps or something.
right.
I don't know.
By the way, I enjoyed your short video of packaging your painting.
Oh, I gotta watch
Oh,
that.
good.
Yeah, no, that
Good.
you make your own boxes. Goodness gracious.
Well, we
To size.
I get
know,
so
to
much
size.
between my husband and I. We get so much stuff shipped to us that our garage just like
Yep.
it's like little cardboard rabbits multiplying, making more cardboard boxes. All these like, they multiply and they just
Yeah.
fill up the entire garage. And when I get like even right back here, see all that? That's cardboard, waiting to go into the other garage. It's closer to the house. I get my foam when I get foam board and I'm done with a box. I have to do something with the box. When I get my gator board, it's lined with 2 pieces of big, huge, like 4-foot cardboard. That's good cardboard. So I never have to buy boxes. Hardly ever.
What do you do when people are at a festival and they buy something? How do you give it
I
to
wrap
them?
it. I just wrap it like if they take it with them, that's the better way to go.
Right.
If it's large, I have that plastic wrap on a spool. I don't have it in here.
The bubble wrap.
You know that. Don't take bubble wrap because it takes up too much space. It might be a
Ah.
No. I'll take plastic bag, like if it's raining, like in case it rains, I'll have large plastic trash bags that I can put most of them in. If they buy one of my really big ones, like if they buy my biggest one, I will have a specially made bag that out of the moving blankets. The moving blankets.
Oh.
Okay.
I make bags out of those by sewing up the edges, and I'll put the painting in the moving blanket bag. And with the largest ones, I'll actually put like ribbon handles on, or some kind of little string or ribbon or something.
Do you
so that it'll have a
monogram
handle
your
on both
name on
ends.
it?
No, it's and if something doesn't sell right away, that bag gets kind of grungy because I'm sitting it down on the ground and stuff.
I'm only kidding. Yeah.
But I'll do that, and then if it's just a medium-sized one that's too big for my paper bags, I have this plastic wrap, that comes on a roll with a handle, so that you can just like go like that around the frame and
Okay.
wrap up the edges with plastic, just kind of like
Yes.
protect the edges of the frame. So I'll just
Right.
do that, and I'll give it to them and have them carry it by the wire or whatever. The smaller ones I'll just put in bags, paper bags, and whatever, plastic bags.
Oh,
But,
there's so much to it. So much.
It's a lot of work.
yeah, but having done art festivals for, gosh, a while now, almost 20 years, maybe 15 years. So I know, like, almost know pretty much which ones might be worthwhile and which ones might not be worthwhile. But when I go up to Minnesota, I think I'm not even going to take any of my largest. I'm not going to take anything large
Right.
that has plexiglass in it. And so from now until then, if I work on large pieces, they won't be any bigger than 30 by 30. Because a 30 by 30, I can still put a regular piece of glass in and still lift it. Anything bigger than that, no. Because I don't want something, when I go, I'll have to, for one thing, I don't want to have to rent a U-Haul for 3 weeks. And my little van, I have a little Dodge Caravan, the seats fold in, so it has a lot of room in it. I can take that to an art festival and have enough, get everything in there. It's pretty tight, but I don't want to have to pull a trailer, because I used to pull a trailer also with that van. Yeah, You probably know. Just, the transmission on that thing is probably like right on the edge of life now.
Your
After
husband
pulling a
is-
trailer up all the way to Michigan and back a couple years ago. No.
Your husband's into cars, right? Into mechanics.
Well, probably not by choice, but he's
Okay,
a mail
but-
carrier, so he's always had to
Oh.
fix his own vehicle.
My point would
fixes-
be that he needs to make the vans now that people could travel in, the camping vans, that they take their, the sprinters.
I
and
mean, we've
Rams,
talked
but-
about that, but oh my God,
They're
those things are
awesome.
they're so expensive.
Yes.
Like, if I need to go to an art festival for a weekend, like here in Texas, I just rent the U-Haul van because it'd be like $300 for me to rent one of those for the weekend. And if I'm only going to like 2 or 3 art festivals a year, that's a lot cheaper than buying one.
Yeah.
So I'll just get along with my Dodge for as long as I can. And now that I have those new panel covers,
I was going to ask you how they worked out for you.
they were great. They looked awesome. And I could put them on top of my van and strap them in and not have to worry about anything. Just leave the covers on. They get rained on. They get, whatever.
What kind of material is it?
It's that sunshade fabric that is made for outdoor
Awesome.
patio covers and stuff. Yeah.
Awesome. Very good.
So you have to bring all the panels to hang the paintings on. Is that what you're saying too?
Yeah, and I have to take a tent, canopy. So that takes up most of the space. The tent takes up a big amount of space. If I take the big heavy duty tent, which I'm probably going to have to, the lady who's organized my workshop up there in Minnesota, I'm going to have to ask her, what are the winds like in October?
Could it
Because
snow?
you never know. I know. I'm going to have to pack all my winter clothes. It's going to take half the van. 5 scarves. You guys haven't really seen me in wintertime because it's hardly ever winter down here, but oh my God, I have to bundle up. My neck is so long and so bony that I have to like wear a coat with a hood and then a scarf around me and 3 layers of clothing.
You need neck warmers. Do you have those fleece neck warmers?
Yeah, I stay warm enough.
Okay.
Yeah. Knock on wood. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. But I'm gonna try to take a lot of small stuff and then maybe some of these canvas prints. And I'm not gonna worry too much about it. I'm just gonna take what I can take, and sell what I can sell, and
How's your inventory holding up?
it's all right.
Wow.
Yeah. Well, I
I
didn't
know.
sell too much. I didn't sell too much in Rockport, so I still have a whole bunch of small ones. And I have to find some more things to put on sale because the gallery in Bernie in August, we're having this Too Hot to Handle sale. Another partner came up with that title. Kind of fun. And so each of us are choosing a few items that we're going to have in the gallery that will have this flame cutout thing taped onto the price tag that would mean 50% off. So I've marked a couple of my things out there. And I have to do that newsletter sometime in the next week. I do their newsletters. I should say I do our newsletters since I'm a partner.
I wonder how art sales are doing. I think
They're picking up.
are they picking up?
They're picking
Very
up.
good.
Yeah. And I was just overhearing part of the, in our gallery in Bernie, things have really, just in the last few weeks, people have been starting to buy more stuff.
Mhm.
And I was just overhearing at the New Braunfels Art League when I did a demo yesterday there, right after their meeting. And so as I was setting up, I was hearing them talk about their sales and stuff and how they were up this amount from last year, the same month last year. And I'm like, well, that's pretty good. They're doing pretty good too.
Did you tape that demo that you did?
I didn't.
No?
I didn't. Somebody took some pictures for me, so I'll have pictures. And it's not done yet anyway. So I did a 9x12 sheep head. And it's a cute one, but it was too big to finish in like an hour and a half. I only had like an hour and a half. So I don't know.
Oh, I'm sure they appreciated it.
Now that's on my to-do list. Well, I have a workshop out there next month. So they like to schedule, that's why they scheduled my demo this month.
So everybody can see what you do and yeah, they want to go. Awesome.
Yeah.
Very good.
Well, anyway,
You're getting out there in the world.
Back,
No more
get back to it. Yeah.
No more
Well, it
pandemic.
remains to be seen if I want to stay back out in the world. Or if
Yeah.
I want to crawl back into my shell.
Mm.
We
So,
will
well, thank
see.
you for today.
Yeah. It's nice
Yeah.
to chat with all of you. Thanks for coming and watching. See you next week.
We'll see you next time. Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye.